Remove the rivets. Press down on the center of the rivet to unlock it. Next, pry up on the base of the fastener to remove it.
There are 7 rivets that need to be removed.
Remove the panel by prying it up. Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
The steps needed to access the other side are the same as this side. Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Remove the rivets. Pry up the center of the rivet first. This will unlock it. Next, pry up the base of the fastener.
Well, the next thing we're going to do is come kind of to the bottom of the trim. Right underneath right here, there's going to be another fastener that we need to remove. So this is just a pry out the center, pry out the base fastener. So now that we have all the fasteners out, we're going to remove this trim. You're going to want to start at the bottom, and what you want to do is kind of just grab, wiggle, and pull. Now, if it's not coming, you can actually kind of look in here and see these little tabs that we're trying to pull out. And if you get like a screwdriver or something in here, you can kind of just like help these tabs out so it's a little bit easier. These are designed to just kind of wiggle and pop out, but sometimes. So now what we're looking for is, we have this pulled back and you want to get kind of past where the bumper is. And we're going to come right here, and there's going to be a fastener right on the outside here that we need to remove.
Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Remove the rivets. Pry up the center of the rivet first. This will unlock it. Next, pry up the base of the fastener.
So now that we have the fasteners out on this side, we're going to come right to the bottom underneath here again. Take out the fastener that's underneath here that secures this trim piece. Then again, we're going to start at the bottom, kind of wiggle and pull. Like I said on the other side, if you kind of look in the wheel well here, you can kind of see these tabs, and you can almost kind of like help them out a little bit. Okay, and then once we have this pulled back far enough, you can look right here, and there's one more fastener that we're going to remove that's underneath this trim piece. Now we're going to come underneath the car, and all kind of along the front underneath here, there's going to be a bunch of 10mm bolts we're going to need to remove here.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise. When performing any procedure under the car, we can't stress enough the importance of wearing safety glasses. You never know when a chunk of rust, oil, coolant, battery acid, or some other terrible foreign body is going to fall in your eye. Just put them on and don't even think about it.
So now that we have all the bolts and fasteners off, we're going to come to one side or the other. We're going to locate where the bumper connects here, and we want to just grab, kind of wiggle and pull to like disengage on the one side. We're going to go do the same thing on the opposite side, and that should then allow us to get this bumper off. So now we have all the bolts and fasteners off. You can see I have kind of put a mat down here. This is going to allow us to put this bumper on the ground without worrying about scratching anything. So now we have the sides disengaged. We should be able to kind of come towards the middle here and just kind of lift and kind of pull this off. Now, if you do have fog lights on the vehicle, you'll have to come down and disengage the fog lights. On this particular car, we do have to come to this side, and there is one little fastener here that we need to remove.
Push the tab and pull the connector to remove it.
Now we want to bring the bumper back up here. One thing to keep in mind when we do that is the bumper, it's going to want to, there's a panel right here. It's going to want to sit like on top of this panel. So you basically, you want to kind of sandwich it between this panel and then this kind of piece of styrofoam right here. So the bottom of it kind of needs to go in between here. So keep that in mind when you're bringing this back up. If it comes up wrong, you can always go under there and readjust it, but it does help to kind of keep that in mind when you're bringing this up. So we'll bring this in. The first thing I'm going to do is come over to this side here, and we're going to reconnect this connector.
Push the connector straight in to connect the new bulb.
The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to kind of line up that bottom part so that it slides where I need it to. Just be careful because it can kind of get caught up on the trim over here as well. So just be mindful of that. If it gets caught up, it's going to be a little tricky to get back into place. We're going to check underneath here and kind of just make sure that everything's going up the way it should. And it looks like everything is pretty well positioned under there. So what I would do at this point, because you can see this is still pretty loose, I would come up to the top here and actually put these bolts in the middle first. That's going to secure everything, and then we can kind of start to patch everything else back up.
Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise.
So our bumper's back up into position. We're going to come to the side here, and we just want to get these sides back in. So you can start on one side or the other, just kind of bring it back up into place and just gently tap on it there. That should be all good to go then. We'll go do the same thing on the other side.
Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place.
Then we're going to line up the tabs here and put this trim back on. This part needs to kind of go all the way underneath here. Most of this kind of goes over the wheel well lining, so
align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place. Replace the rivets. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place. Return the trim to its original position. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place.
Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Replace the rivets. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place. Replace the upper panel. Replace the rivets. Pull up the center of the rivet first. Then, insert the base of the rivet into position. Finally, push down on the center of the rivet to lock it in place.